of a first-place team. Edwin Jackson, 8 shutdown innings against the best offense in the league. And the top of the order putting on a power display of their own in an 8-1 romp. Gio Gonzalez and Adam Wainwright face off in Game 2. So sit back and enjoy the show coming up on MASN. In the lineup, he gave the Nats some power down in Miami. Nats have been hitting the long ball. Hopefully Gio gets some run support tonight. This will be the first time he's ever faced the St. Louis Cardinals, and that is straight ahead. Brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Warm walk from the Navy Yard Station down to Nationals Park tonight. Bigger crowd gathering. And it should be a fun weekend. The Nats have their big three going tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Gio, Jordan, and Strasburg against the Cardinals. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train, and it's also 92 degrees here. Humidity under mostly clear skies, not that bad at all. And just a hint of a breeze blowing right now. But the flag's really not moving much at all. St. Louis, despite no earned runs last night, still the best offensive club in batting average and runs in the National League. And John Jay leads off. You might notice the number 8 spot, Rafael Furcal, on the DL today. He might have to have Tommy John surgery. And a young man from Oklahoma, Pete Kozma, a former #1 draft pick, has been called up to start at short. Gio and the Cardinals see each other for the first time, with the exception of Carlos Beltran, who's 0 for 3 career against him. But it'll be a new look for him and a new look for them.
And last time out took the loss in Saturday's duel with Roy Halladay in Philadelphia. Gave up 3 runs on 5 hits and 6 innings of work. Struck out 7 and walked 2 through 104 pitches, 70 for strikes. It's time for our Mazda defensive alignment behind Gio tonight. Morse, Harper, Worth in the outfield from left to right. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side of the infield. Espinosa LaRoche on the right side. And Kurt Suzuki doing the catching tonight. Mazda, engineered for the few who care about what they drive and the way it makes them feel. Because if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. And the last time out for Gio Gonzalez, a little bit erratic, but he battled through it. Not a bad start anytime you just give up 3 runs. But the fastball command probably be better tonight for Gio.
And to find out why employees choose STG, visit STGinc.com as we look at the percentages and how hard he throws his repertoire.
A 72% fastball, averaging 93 miles an hour, and that 93 has some late hop to it. Not too many changeups, but y'all know about the curveball, one of the better left-handed curveballs in baseball.
So their leadoff guy is John Jay, a left-hander. Then the switch hitter Beltran, the right-hander Halladay. Nats and the Cards, second time in 2012, and here we go. 93 cutting its way outside. Jay was 0 for 4 last night. And underway at 7:07 on a warm DC evening. Ball 2.
And if you remember the last start against the Phillies, Gio Gonzalez struggling early with fastball command, and something happened in an at-bat to Kevin Franzen where all of a sudden he just forgot about mechanics, reached back and threw as hard as he could, and from that point on against Franzen he was locked in.
Gio went just 6 innings at Philadelphia in that 4-2 loss. 5 hits, 3 runs, couple of walks, and 7 strikeouts, and he gets the 3-0 pitch in there. Rookie umpire Mike Michlinski with that call. Wally Bell first base. The crew chief Mike Winters at second, and Mark Wegner third base. 3-1 pitch right in there.
The only problem with having a last name Michlinski is your whole life everyone's going to call you Mooch.
I'd rather go with Ski myself. And a ball fouled off, and the count stays full.
Hey Mooch, you paying for dinner? Nope.
By the way, there is one first place team in the National League. It's already played today. Giants had a 3-game winning streak broken at Chicago, losing 6-4. So they have 74 wins. The Nats have 79. The Reds have 80. And that's a busted bat. Gio takes care of everything right there. So this season, if the Nats can just get him 3 runs, the guy is unbeatable. St. Louis, and that's one unearned run in their last 30 innings. And the Nats against the Central just dominating. 20 wins and just 8 losses. 3 left with St. Louis, and then the Cubs are in here for 4. We'll see Milwaukee here in September. First pitch swinging, ball up the middle. Gio tumbles off the mound. Espinosa's got it for the second out.
That was a very eventful play for the left-hander on the mound. Routine ground ball to Danny Espinosa. Let's watch Gio right here. Cue in on the lefty. A little stop, drop, and roll on the ground ball to Espinosa. After getting a comebacker to lead this game off, almost got 2 in a row. And he's shaking it off right now.
Here's Matt Holliday, 4th in the league in hits, 5th in extra base hits, and he's 9th in batting average, 2nd in RBIs, just having a fantastic season. Infield hit last night in the first inning, and that was it. In fact, a former teammate of the man right behind him, he and Kurt Suzuki were together in Oakland for a while. So a catcher that knows this hitter's tendencies, and what does he call on 2-0? Fastball inside corner, and it's executed perfectly by his pitcher.
And Halladay hitting .328 against lefties with 10 home runs this year.
3-1. And as I mentioned earlier, Gio facing only one St. Louis hitter previously. That was Beltran, who's now 0 for 4 against him. Look out here, Matt Holliday, 24 homers, 90 RBIs, and he'll bounce one to the right side. Kind of a defensive 3-1 swing to the right side. So 3 ground balls. What a good way to start the game. At Nationals Park tonight, the boys are 4th in the league in hitting, 7th in runs, and 4th in home runs. And Jason Worth leading off and at home. Outstanding. See your authorized Dodge dealer. Experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out the powerful lineup. Nats hitting .258. They face Adam Wainwright, who's 2-3 career against Washington. 8 games, 6 starts, .283 ERA. Big curveball from this guy, FP, one of the best pitchers in the game at the moment, at least.
You know, after the big operation, more of a pitch to contact guy. He has a lot of strikeouts this year. Won his 13th game of the year last time out on the 26th hits since. He gave up 2 runs on 6 hits over 5 2/3. Struck out 2, walked nobody. And there's that curveball you're talking about.
Yep, 72. So Adam Wainwright just had a birthday yesterday. He's 31 years of age and coming off of Tommy John surgery. He's pitched 166 innings this year. But it's a whole different scenario for a guy like him, who's 8 or 9 years older than some of the young Nationals pitchers that have been talked about so much this year.
A lot like Gio Gonzalez in the sense that for the 4 days between when he pitches, one of the funniest guys on the ball club, one of the more looser guys you'll ever be around, but a fierce competitor on every 5th day.
Career record for Wainwright of 79 and 45. 146 start. He worked out of the bullpen quite a bit. 61 games when they won the World Series in '06, and he was on the mound for the final out of Game 7 of the World Series. And Jason Worth's command of the strike zone still impressive. On base percentage of .389 this year. He's 2 for 11 with a homer and 4 RBIs against this tall right-hander. That's going to be way inside. The Nats have their leadoff guy on. And here they go again, putting the opposing pitcher off the stretch to start the game.
Larry leadoff strikes again. Let's set the defense for the Cardinals. Holiday, Jay Belcher on the outfield. Kozma, Freeze on the left side. Schumacher, Craig on the right side. Yadier Molina doing the catching.
Pete Kozma, a young man from the suburb of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, it has suburbs. By the name of Owasso. And he is the shortstop tonight with Rafael Furcal, who some feel has suffered a career-threatening injury on the field here last night. The ulnar collateral ligament they're suspecting. And at his age, what, 35? That'll be a tough one.
Anytime you hear something pop, and that's exactly what he said after the game. Not a good thing.
Bryce Harper, 8 extra base hits, 9 runs, and 11 RBIs his last 12 games. Trying to strike again early. He saw a pitch up, and he was trying to get all over it. So Harper's batting average now at .252. So look what he's done the last 3 games, starting in Miami.
Well, this is where a lot of times against Wainwright you get that big 12-6 curveball, that slow one in the low 70s.
74, and he misses low with it.
He'll throw it over early in the count to steal a strike, but late in the count he likes to spike it like that one right there. Tease you with it early, show you can throw it for a strike, and then bounce it late to strike you out.
One ball and 2 strikes. Harper with a base hit to right. So another breaking ball, and he stayed with it. And the Nats have their first 2 men aboard again tonight.
Harper seeing the ball big right now. Nice pitch from Wainwright. 12-6 curveball. He stays on it. Look at the break, and he's just following it down, staying through it. All of a sudden, very balanced throughout the swing. And he's always going to be a front foot guy, but before the last couple of weeks he was getting out there a little too soon, a little jumpy, head moving. Now game moving very slow.
Big spot now for Zimmerman early in the game, and he has 5 career hits against Adam Wainwright. 5 for 21, as is Adam LaRoche next. Ryan also walked last night, on base a couple of times. LaRoche has a home run career against Wainwright. And this is a pitcher who's usually around long enough to get a decision. 26 starts this year, 23 decisions. Outside 101. St. Louis's big problem over the last couple of years has been having him and Chris Carpenter in the rotation at the same time. Seems like when one's been healthy, the other's been hurt.
Can you have a problem when you win a World Series?
Well, Wainwright didn't pitch at all last year, and I guess they did okay, didn't they?
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a little chopper third base way. Zimmerman a shot, and it's very well played by his counterpart, David Freese. A productive out, though, moves the runners up to second and third. Find out why employees choose STGinc.com. And here's a guy who throws his fastball only 42% of the time.
Well, that cutter is a fastball, so you know, 1 cuts, 1 sinks, and he's got a 4-seamer. The curveball's his out pitch, so it's an occasional changeup to lefties. You've pretty much seen everything so far, but throwing a little bit more cutters than he has in the past. But the curveball is best pitch.
Interesting matchup here. Adam LaRoche collecting. RBI number 79 with a sac fly last night. Second baseman Skip Schumacher just backed up about 15 to 20 feet, putting his toes to the edge of the infield. Can't do much of his shift with runners at second and third. And LaRoche will take that one on the inside corner up in the zone. 1-1.
And this is where, as an RBI guy, you stay in the middle of the field, good things happen.
The Annie bouncer up the middle's a RBI. There's that off speed by Wainwright, and LaRoche unable to get any piece of it, and the count's 1-2. Good speed out there with Worth at third, Harper at second.
And even with a runner on third, Wainwright will not hesitate to throw that curveball in the dirt because he has tons of confidence in his catcher, Yadier Molina.
Who has to shift to his right to grab that one. And with one out, the Nationals have already forced Adam Wainwright to throw 17 pitches. And a big 2-2 coming here. LaRoche just got a piece of it, popped out of Yadier Molina's mitt.
Yeah, fastball in the inner half, trying to pull his hands in to put it in play. Just got enough of it. Molina couldn't hang on.
Crowd in excess of 28, maybe 30,000 here, chanting for early offense. And they'll get it on a base hit to left. Harper follows Worth home. The Nationals lead 2-0. And that's 81 RBIs for Adam LaRoche.
Sweet piece of hitting right there by Adam LaRoche. 2-strike count. You're thinking about the curveball. Obviously, it's in the back of your head. But you have to respect the fastball that's in the 90s. So what does LaRoche do? He just stays inside of it. Doesn't try to do too much. Fights it off to left for a couple of RBIs. Put the Nats on the board 2-0. And they are 57-16 when they score first.
FP's favorite statistic.
It is.
It's enough to make him almost a numbers guy, but not quite.
No.
I like it, though. Here's Morse, and that's still only one out here. And Michael will take one well inside. Morse, a brief career relationship with Wainwright, but a good one. 2 for 3 with a home run, couple of RBIs. And Michael checked in with a really nice evening here last night. Infield hit, base it up the middle. Another one down the third base line, plus he walked. And that's inside 2-0. You take a struggling ball club that's having a hard time scoring runs, jump on them early. It can really change the dynamic of a ball game right from the start. Plus, they lost their shortstop last night. And their catcher's a bit banged up. Outside target on 2-0, and Morse unable to get to it.
Well, Edwin Jackson said as much last night. He said, we scored a couple runs early. It allowed me to go out there and use all my pitches, not have to try to be perfect. Free and easy. He took advantage of 2 early runs on the Bryce Harper first inning home run.
That's ball 3 to Michael Morse. Next up, Ian Desmond. And Michael will tap it foul to fill the count, and you would expect with one out that LaRoche might be on the move here. Try to stay out of that double play, make Adam Wainwright throw as many pitches as he can in the first inning. Last night the Nats made Jaime Garcia throw 25 pitches. Wainwright's about to throw his 25th.
Strikeout guy at the plate and a non-runner at first. I would not start him.
Yeah, that's a good call. And that Michael's going to take that. He thought it was a ball, but it was a breaking ball that caught the front door. 1 out, 2 outs, pardon me, first strikeout.
That big curveball, did it come back and get the plate? No, it didn't. Morse has a beef. Up and in, locked him up. You could see he was fooled by the pitch, but it wasn't a strike, so he didn't fire off a swing.
Rookie umpire giving a lot of help to a veteran pitcher who hasn't been around the plate that much. On the Nissan pitch track, get to Nissan Summer Saving Days. Bonus cash ending September 4th. So here's Desmond. And he will get a base hit to left field. His first career hit against Wainwright. Ian was 2 for 4 last night. And what a difference a couple of days make with the offense and the bats waking up.
Another good piece of hitting right here. Two-seam fastball, down and in. Desmond's short, compact swing. Drops the hands on it, finds a hole. There's the 5.5 hole again. That thing was worn out by Nationals hitters last night. And here they go again.
And remember Tuesday night in Miami, everything the Marlins hit went through there. It's amazing the fortunes of offense, how quickly they can turn around one way or the other. Danny 1 for 13. Got a base hit late in the game last night. Maybe that gets him some momentum coming into this one. And he's going to drop one over on the left side, and Freeze will make a basket catch to retire the side.
Yeah. Scoring first, 57-16. Bryce Harper with his first hit tonight. And I forgot to say it. There goes a no-hitter.
And a shutout.
2-0 Nats.
St. Louis pitching early, just like they did last night. And now the second inning presented by Luna. Call for the Luna double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. And a good crowd gathering for this one. A lot of folks still coming around the concourse from center field. For St. Louis, 4, 5, and 6, Alan Craig, Yadier Molina, and David Freese. Gio, first inning, 13 pitches, 7 strikes, and all 3 outs on the ground. The guy who's 6th in the league in strikeouts, getting quick outs early. What's better than that? Still has the best opponent's batting average in the league at .214, and tied for second in wins. And Craig looks at that one on the inside corner. 83, a beauty. And he goes heater, 10 miles an hour faster than that off-speed pitch. That's quite a difference.
Well, you said what's better than, being efficient and getting quick outs, doing it with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
So now he's got a 2-0 lead. Go right after these guys. Not that he wasn't going to anyways, but now with a little cushion, it allows you an opportunity to make a mistake here or there.
And a 1-2 is a breaking ball in the dirt. Suzuki with the quick pop-up tag, and Gio starts the game with 4 in a row.
A nice 2-strike curveball, making him aware of that fastball in at 93 the pitch before. So as a hitter, you're thinking, man, I got to get my foot down early and cheat to get to that heater in. Your shoulder goes out, you're ahead of it. Good pitch.
Boy, between Jesus Flores last night and now Suzuki, Nats catchers grabbing a lot of breaking balls in the dirt for strike 3s from Edwin, and now early from Gio. Getting ahead, don't have to throw him strikes.
You can't say enough about the game that Jesus Flores had last night behind the plate. I mean, he got 2 hits, had a couple of RBIs, not catching every day anymore, but did a nice job with Edwin Jackson. They were in sync all night long, had a good rhythm going, put down all the right fingers.
1 ball and 1 strike. And this ball driven to right center from Molina. Bryce Harper is there, right in front of the scoreboard, and that's about 380 feet away for the second out.
Well, that ball will tell you about the carry in this yard tonight.
Yes, sir.
I mean, good extension from Molina right there. Hit it square, had a good sound to it, but I didn't think it was going to go that far. Good swing by Molina, good play by Harper. And that's the runway here. That's where the ball flies, right center field on a warm night. We've seen line drives that we thought might be doubles go about 4 rows deep in right center field, and that one took Harper all the way to the wall.
Here's David Freese, and a great fastball starts him off on the corner. This is interesting. He's batting .298, and that has him in the top 10 in the National League for batting average. Don't see that very often. Or a batting average that starts with 2 can have you among the league leaders. So pitchers are having a pretty good summer around this National League. That ball caroms and ricochets and bounces all over the inside of the Nats dugout.
That was a magic bullet. It hit a seat, came back in, and ricocheted around, hit about 3 guys in the back of the head in the dugout. You don't think one's going to go over your head, come back and get you, but it did.
Hit it that way, says Edwin. How about don't hit it at all? Well, he did. Here comes Zimmerman on the scoop and the fire, and that's how Ryan Zimmerman plays third at his best. 6 in a row by Gio to start the game, and 4 of them on the ground thanks to this Gold Glover. Of the second coming up. Played a little long ball in a park the other night where it's not easy to do it.
That's where the big boys go. Kurt Suzuki catches a Heath Bell heater out front. This is about 415 feet away for his first National League tater, and it was a big one.
That was in the top of the 9th inning, a leadoff shot. The Nats went on to score another run, so that made it 7-4. They won it going away 8-4. And Suzuki will take a breaking ball in there. He's 1 for 3 career against Adam Wainwright. Hitting .217 in 16 games as a Nat. But the RBI total pretty good. He has driven in 6.
Been doing a nice job recently of just dropping the hands on the inside pitch. Seemed like when he first got here, first new team, new league, trying to find your way, but looked like he was trying to get inside the ball and push everything to right field. Lately, he's just been dropping the hands on the baseball, turning on the ball, and driving it with authority.
Seems to be kind of a common theme on this team. A lot of guys tried to hit the ball to right field last year. Desmond, and they're pulling it this year with authority.
Worth.
Yeah. 0-2 now. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, and that's what Adam Wainwright can do to you if he gets ahead. That'll be his second strikeout. Gio coming up. And right now, if you're excited about October and the possibilities, you want to be a part of it, a good way to do that is to place a deposit on full season ticket plans for next year. If you do that, ticket purchase priority for the playoffs this year. Go to nationals.com/2013 or call 202-675-NETS. The offer's good until September 15th, and some restrictions apply. Strike one to Gio Gonzalez, who, as a hitter, 6 for 51 with a homer and 4 RBIs.
I'm going fan mode tomorrow night. We'll sit out there in the bleachers.
Well, mate, why don't you do it tomorrow afternoon? If you wait till tomorrow night, you might be a little late.
Right, 4 o'clock. You know me in time. I'd really like to get in one of those president suits and do the president's race tomorrow night. What are the odds of that happening?
Would you risk your career by putting on Teddy and winning? That ball will slice foul into the first row. Gio put some good wood on that one. And the count 0-2.
Pretty good hack right there. This is a guy that pulls everything and practices it every day. And this time gets an outside fastball and goes the other way. Pretty good hack by Gio.
Yeah.
He's going to get a curveball now, though. There it is.
Yeah. Forget your glove. 2 strikeouts in this inning, 3 in the game for Wainwright. But the first time through the order, the Nationals go 3 for 8 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Jason Worth will be back to hit here with 2 outs. And Jason will take that really slow walk just to give Gio a breather here. Notice Jason has a variety of walk-up music, huh?
He walks up to his iPod. They have it on shuffle.
Having a great month of August. September is tomorrow. And the Nats, of course, continuing their trend of a winning month every month. They are 18-10 in the dog days. 0-2, close enough on which to be hacking, and he puts it upstairs.
Winning month in October would be good.
Yeah. Usually if you have a winning month in October, you're the only one left.
There's some jewelry involved.
Yeah. I guess you could sweep the division series, the LCS, lose the World Series in 7 and still have a winning record. But winning in October puts you in a great position, and we'll see what happens. September awaits starting tomorrow, and the Nats will be playing some really good ball clubs in this month. Dodgers still have to come here. 3 more with this team, including tonight. Worth will launch one to right field, and this ball is off the wall. Beltran could only watch it, and Jason Worth has a 2-out double. If that's not where the 15-foot wall is, it might be 3-0.
And with Beltran's arm and the way he played it, Worth had to turn on the jets to get to second base, but he got a slider, it looks like, out over the plate. I don't think that was the big curveball. Bat flip right away. Thought he got him. And like you said, a couple feet to the right, and he did, but he had to turn on the jets just to make it into second with a 2-out double. Nice piece of hitting again by Jason Worth. I mean, it seems like he's on base every single time.
Yep. And here's something for you. This is the 10th inning in this series the Nats have batted in. They've gone in order once. Harper, and that is a foul ball near the bag. Alan Craig pulled it in. Only time in this series so far. The Nats win in order last night. Actually happened twice to the same group of guys. Espinosa, Flores, and Jackson 1, 2, 3 in the second and the fourth. STG Inc. has some more info for us as we look at the winning log. So 7 over, 2 over, 4 over, 8 over, 8 over again. In terms of that 500 mark, visit STGinc.com.
All that adds up to pretty darn good.
79 and 51, 28 over. Harper, that was interesting. He looked like he was going to take it, and then at the last minute his bat came flashing out toward the plate.
He's either upset at himself for going that far. He didn't think he went, one or the other.
He'll have to battle on 0-2.
A 2-strike curveball last time up. Let's see if Wainwright goes there again. Hit it hard.
Long look. And then Harper will loft this one to left center. It'll play for John Jay. So the Nats get a 2-out double. They've stranded 3 runners already, but lead 2-0. And Gio sizzling just like those beautiful pieces of Angus beef.
Those are well done.
Efficient so far. 24 pitches, 15 strikes. And we have an AT&T fact of the game for the left-hander. No pitcher in franchise history has had 17 before the month of September started.
That's got to do it. Was Pedro Martinez in 1997. That year he went on to win the Cy Young.
By the way, Gio looking for number 17, which would tie him atop the league. And the 0-1 to Skip Schumacher, the second baseman, hitting left-handed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schumacher 1 for 4 last night. I like the progression of these win totals. Took a step ahead with Oakland last year, and hopefully a quantum leap with the Nationals this year.
Best curveball of the night right there from Gio. 79, late break. Perfect pitch.
Great breaking ball out in front of the plate. It'll be tough. And what a pick by Adam LaRoche. You get it anywhere near first base, and that guy will scoop it up. That is outstanding.
Not just the pick, but in traffic. I mean, he had to reach into Schumacher's cleats. So, yeah, it's an in-between hop. It's got some hair on it because Gonzalez threw it hard, but he has to go toward the runner to get that ball. And what a pick by Adam LaRoche. Good play by Gio, too, to get rid of it quick, get something on it. But watch the back end. And once again, Adam Cool picks somebody up. Nice.
Big out First out. Here's Pete Kozma.
I mean, he doesn't pick that. It's a triple. At least a double.
Yeah.
Runner on second base. And who knows with the velocity that Gio threw that, how far Schumacher advances if LaRoche doesn't come up with it.
Pete Kozma last year 3 for 17 in 16 games. He's a 24-year-old shortstop who was a St. Louis first-round pick back in 07. He had 63 RBIs in Memphis, their AAA, when they called him up today. Rafael Furcal on the DL. His senior season in high school at Owasso, Oklahoma, he hit .522 with 55 RBIs. But has never translated that into professional success, hitting around 240, 245 most of his minor league career. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Gio will miss up and away.
Did you say he's from the suburbs of Oklahoma?
Suburbs of Tulsa.
What's that, where the barbed wire fences stop?
No, you better watch it. There's some big football players out there I can sick on you. And a swing and a miss. That pitch up and away. And Gio Gonzalez with his second strikeout tonight. Let's check it on the Kinetic North America pitch track.
I think more so than Gio's curveball, this has become his out pitch this year. His kill pitch is the elevated fastball. Early in the season, it was the nasty hammer. We used to call it the backyard wiffle ball curve. But lately, he's been elevating that fastball for strike 3.
Kinetic North America providing world-class technology and responsive solutions to our government customers. Don't relax here. Adam Wainwright can hack. He's a .209 career hitter with 5 home runs.
And he's been swinging good of late.
7 hits, 3 RBIs this year. He's a good athlete. One of Walt Jocketty's best deals ever. Early part of the previous decade was sending J.D. Drew and a young catcher Eli Marrero to the Atlanta Braves for Adam Wainwright, Ray King, who would go on to pitch for the Nationals, and another future Nat at that time, Jason Marquis. St. Louis restocked its pitching staff with that one deal after some injury-filled years by J.D. Drew, who was supposed to be the next phenom. And a 1-2 coming. Wainwright will guide it out of play to the right side. And of course, Drew bounced around a little bit with Atlanta, ended up in Boston. And Wainwright continues to this day. Of course, Jason Marquis still pitching. Breaking ball stays outside, 2-2. Scoreboard says 2-2. We have it 1-2 in our graphics, usually correct. I like the sound of that 1-2 count. Doesn't matter, it's strike 3. And Gio Gonzalez sets down 9 in a row to start the game.
It's a 1-3 count now.
2-3, 1-3. What's the difference?
Of the third inning, and the Nationals lead 2-0. And Jason Worth said his first home run since coming off the DL last night felt great. Since coming back, strength has been the biggest thing for Jason. And he said, I really don't feel like I fully gained it back, nor do I feel like I'll ever get to a point where my wrist isn't in the back of my mind with all the injuries. But he said, right now I feel confident where I'm at and my ability to play the game.
My swing's been good, since coming off the rehab, and I like where I'm at. It's not always about hitting homers. I think those will come. That's just a matter of being in good position and getting a good pitch. So, don't want to change too much right now. If hitting homers, doubles, whatever. I just want to get on base, like I said. Hitting at the top of the order of the lineup is potent at this one. It's just, it's all about getting on base and scoring runs.
And Jason said he's liking the 1-2 setup with him and Bryce at the top of the lineup, mainly because of what follows with 3 through 7. He said it's no day at the beach, and it brings a different dynamic to the whole lineup.
Visit AFCEA.org, the association for IT pros. Christina with our report. And here comes we hope it's 3 through 7 right here. Zimmerman and LaRoche, and then Michael Morse, bottom of the third. 42 pitches in the first 2 innings for Wainwright. And he's starting to catch the corners on both sides of the plate. He's got Ryan 0-2. Zimmerman bounced down that third base line the first time up and was thrown out on a good play by David Freese. This guy's tough in this count. Then he goes with the fastball upstairs to show it to him.
Interesting comment by Jason Worth, saying that he probably won't be as strong as he wants to be this year, but take a little bit out of your swing, shorten it up, get all the hits you can get, be a leadoff man, buy into that role, and all of a sudden you're hitting close to 330 after you came back.
And after being behind 0-2, Ryan Zimmerman rifles the ball down the right field line. So the Nats have their second extra base hit and 5 hits already among the first 12 men to face Adam Wainwright.
30th double of the year. The Ziminator going the other way. Fastball right down the middle. Tried to sink it in. Maybe caught the inner half of the plate, but a nice inside out swing. Fire those hands in. Stay inside the baseball. Keep it fair. And that ball was hit. So a leadoff double here in the third for the Nationals.
And of course, FP, as you know, the word gets around on that pretty quickly. He's driving the ball the other way. So maybe Zimmerman starts seeing some things he can pull. By the way, Halliday and Minor in Atlanta tonight, and Ryan Howard has hit a home run. The Phillies on top of the Braves 1-0. Nats by 5.5 with their win last night. That was Ryan Howard's 10th homer of the year, top of the second. LaRoche, the big hit of the game, the 2-run single opposite field. Wainwright will miss outside, 2-0.
At 48 pitches for Wainwright, 65% heat, 35% slider, cutter, curveball change.
Two-0 hitters count. Adam takes the fastball upstairs. Nats putting a lot of pressure on the St. Louis pitching staff in this series already. As mentioned, only going in order twice last night. Hasn't happened yet tonight. And LaRoche will take a 4-pitch walk, his 55th pass of the year. And the Nats have 2 on with nobody out. Wainwright's second walk of the evening. Discover Kia and its full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit Kia.com as we look at the highest slugging percentage against the Central since 2010. So evidently Albert Pujols did some big damage for the Angels against the Central this year. How about that? Great company for Michael Morse to be in. Morse struck out looking first time as Adam Wainwright did not throw strike 3, but he got the call on an off-speed pitch off the plate inside. Zimmerman, LaRoche 90 feet behind him.
I don't think that Wainwright has really established that curveball in the zone enough for Nationals hitters to go fishing for it down.
Yeah. And, you know, Bryce Harper might be the guy who's got a lot to do with that.
Right. Good call. Got
it for a base hit in the first inning. Now Wainwright goes outside 2-0. And you get the feeling the Nats are starting to build another inning here. A double and a walk.
Michael Morse is best in these situations when he's ahead in the count and runners in scoring position. When he thinks about going the other way, stays short and goes to right center.
That's a big breaking ball, and I guess you couldn't blame anybody for pulling off that thing if you were looking for something to drive.
Bet Heater got the deuce. Not a big deal.
Very well indeed against right-handers. There's a ball driven the other way. That'll back up Beltran. One batter will be, or runner will be tagging, and that's Zimmerman easily over to third base. So the Nats early in these innings making productive outs tonight.
It's good baseball right there. Good piece of hitting by the Beast. You know, it's not always the glorious thing of driving guys in or hitting a home run, but if you move a runner right there, get Ryan Zimmerman to third base with one out, that's a nice piece of hitting. That's a big league at bat.
That brings in Ian Desmond, swinging early in the count. Base hit left field, first time up tonight. So let's watch this first pitch with that in mind, see what Wainwright will throw him, because he is such a notorious early attacker. Next home run will be number 20, sitting on 57 RBIs. And he got the big curveball. Well, even considering that time hurt, last 50 ball games, very productive. And now he may not see a fastball the entire at bat.
Well, those first two hacks were for himself. Now this one's for the ball club. And he would love to have the same at bat that Michael Morse just had right in front of him. And with 2 strikes, we've seen Ian Desmond all year long let the ball get deep, a lot like LaRoche's 2 RBIs tonight, and go the other way.
Crowd quiet, anticipating 0-2 count here. There's a bouncer. Molina kept it close. LaRoche a couple of steps off first and then freezing.
It's such a luxury as a pitcher to have a guy like Yadier Molina back there, a lot like Jesus Flores and Kurt Suzuki, where you really don't have to worry about bouncing that curveball or your best pitch with 2 strikes and a runner on third. Just throw it. You know he's got your back.
Nats on top by 2, looking to add on here early. There's a ball pulled to the left side for a base hit on a breaking ball. And Ian Desmond's 58th RBI puts the Nats on top 3-0. Great 2-strike hitting, as you mentioned.
And where was the hit? In the 5.5 hole. Once again, the Nats wear out a path between short and third on the ground, and a nice job of putting the ball in play by Ian Desmond. Saw 4 curveballs from Adam Wainwright. The 4th one, he stays on, he stays through it, gets enough of it to get in between the shortstop and third baseman for the 3rd run of the night.
Danny Espinosa fouled out first time, goes up hacking. And still only 1 out in this inning. The Nationals have Adam Wainwright about to throw his 60th pitch of this game. 27, then 15, 17 more so far. When this ball club scores 3, and that's 8-0 since the middle of August. Lately, they haven't been able to win many really low-scoring games, but they still 8 games over 500 for the month.
Since the All-Star break, they're 30-4 when they score 3 runs or more.
Espinosa hacks one straight back. Well, here's where you'd love to see Danny Espinosa take an Ian Desmond type approach. Make sure you get the bat on the ball. Danny, the most struck out hitter in the league, with 151. Jason Wirth's been on twice tonight with that sort of approach.
Very leadoff, getting the job done.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Espinosa. And he just did get a piece of that breaking ball. Kurt Suzuki. Nationals within a couple of hitters here of batting around twice in the first 3 innings. That doesn't happen against Adam Wainwright these days. Not until tonight. And that ball is thrown away off the glove of Molina. And both runners move up 90 feet with 1 out.
Now putting the ball in play for Danny Espinosa becomes a huge thing. You know, runners advance. All of a sudden you got 2 guys in scoring position with 1 out. And you see the split right there. The grip on it just got away, scored it out of his hands.
That thing almost looked like a half knuckleball with so little rotation.
Yeah.
Infield in. And Espinosa identifies that breaking ball. That's a good take by Danny, because lately some right-handers have been getting him out with that curveball under his hand.
Well, that's his out pitch, Wainwright. He's going to go to that curveball, especially in the dirt, and you'd be shocked at how many big league hitters chase that with 2 strikes. Good take by Espinosa. Another good block by Yadier Molina behind the plate with a runner on third.
Three-two with 1 out. Suzuki on deck. Nats already lead by 3. And Espinosa stays on the ball, fouls it out of play. Good approach.
Ready for the fastball. Keep your hands back for the curveball. Nice job of fighting that off and living to fight another pitch.
Long innings for the pitcher and the St. Louis defense. And Espinosa hangs tough one more time.
Long innings for the Nationals in their offense. And you love to see that. Guys on base. Good at bats, keeping the line moving.
So pitch number 9 coming. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd. We've had a double, a walk, an RBI single, a wild pitch in this inning. And Espinosa will go to center for a base hit. LaRoche scoring. Desmond will hold. The Nationals lead 4-0.
Great at bat.
It's one of Danny's best of the year right there when you're talking about fundamental hitting.
And it's not always the pitch that ends the at-bat. Obviously a big hit for Espinosa and the Nationals to put them up 4-0. It was fouled off that nasty curveball before this to get to a fastball down the middle to do this. So you stay alive, you foul off a nasty pitch, you get one right down the middle and drive in a run. That's a great at-bat by Danny Espinosa. And the bench approves.
Still only 1 out. Yeah, hitter executed. Bench approved. Nice. Nats have 7 hits already. Suzuki struck out. Breaking ball in the dirt first time, so you know he may be eager here not to get to a 2-strike count. Could be attacking early. That ball stays up and in though. Got jammed and got it into left field. Suzuki with an RBI. 5-0 Washington. Just putting the ball in play, FP.
And doing a nice job of pulling his hands inside and getting just enough barrel on that to throw it over the infield. And another RBI single. You know, if you're trying to fight this ball the other way and you're thinking right field, you can't pull your hands in and hit it to left like that. Another good at-bat from Kurt Suzuki. Keep the line moving. Wow.
Gio Gonzalez will now bat, and they're expecting bunts, so are we. 5-run lead, ideal situation to lay one down and get 2 more guys to scoring position. He'll lay off that pitch. It was outside. He'd prefer to hit it over toward David Freese, third baseman, with Alan Craig, the first baseman, charging. 4 hits, around a walk in this inning, and 3 more on the board. Ball bunted, came back up and hit him. Gio 6 sacrifices this year out of his career total of 8. Now Trevor Rosenthal, early activity in the St. Louis bullpen. Gio took a stab at it, pulled it, and with 2 strikes, you'd expect him to be bunting again.
Well, if you're a Nats fan, you're probably sitting at home right now going 5-0 lead. This isn't a very big at-bat. Gio's on the mound. But every run counts, especially when you're playing a team like the Cardinals, and you can really help yourself out right here by advancing 2 runners for a hot-hitting Jason Worth. There's never enough runs in this game, and I think we've all learned that throughout the course of the year.
Look at that! On a 1-2 count, what a great bunt. 1-4 on the sacrifice. Some guys just can't bunt until they get to 2 strikes.
Wow. That was perfect. She'll get the little standing ovation for the 2-strike effort. He laid it down perfect. I thought he had a chance at a hit. Watch him stay on this curveball. Reads the break, just puts the end of the bat on the ball and kills it softly right down the third baseline. He just tried to put it in play, and he ended up with a perfect bunt.
Very well done. Here's Worth batting for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Danny Espinosa's at 3rd, and Kurt Suzuki, RBI men both. At 3rd and 2nd here now with 2 outs. And a front door breaking ball is in there. Worth fell behind last time before doubling off the right field wall. Walked and scored in the 1st. And that's low, 1-1. That's a breaker that gets the outside half.
Hit that curveball a long way last time. Let's see if Wainwright tries to get him with it here.
Worth drives it to right field. Espinosa scores. Suzuki stopped. Good thing Beltran, a strong throw, The Nationals lead 6-0 with Bryce Harper coming up, and Worth is on base for the third time.
I mean, it's just good fundamental baseball by the Nationals this inning. A leadoff double by Ryan Zimmerman. Adam LaRoche walked, and you got to give some credit to Michael Morse for the fly ball to right field that advanced everybody. And then you got to give credit to Gio Gonzalez for getting 2 more guys into scoring position. And Jason Worth with another nice piece of hitting with 2 strikes to right. Stay hot, J-Dub. Wow.
6 runs on 9 hits. And Bryce Harper could really bust this thing open if it's not already. 9th man to bat in this inning. And Bryce will take that one inside.
I mean, it's one thing to beat somebody up and get your hits and take your walks, but when you're moving runners along and you're playing the game the right way, that's just good fundamental baseball, and you're seeing it right here in the 3rd inning. That's the stuff that championship teams do.
Harper tried to make it 9-0 with that one. .88 cutting in toward the right-hander. So now the runners, as we continue to update you on who's on base. Suzuki at 3rd, Worth at 1st. Jason just drove in his 24th run of the year. His on-base percentage is back up around 400 now.
And that's why it's okay to have an RBI guy in the 1 hole, because if the pitcher can bunt guys over, he can drive them in.
Harper taps one. It stays in the batter's box, and thus a foul ball, although Yadier Molina telling Mike Michalensky that, you know, that baseline comes into the batter's box at some point. So the Nats get a little bit of a break there. The ball did not advance to be playable. .39 pitches this inning, and about to throw his 82nd pitch of the game, Adam Wainwright. Who would have thought, with this matchup looming tonight, this would happen? Harper takes an off-speed pitch outside, 2-2. Ryan Zimmerman led this inning off with a ringing double down the right field line. And don't forget, he was way behind in the count before he fought back and got that extra base hit. 2-2 now. Target in. Harper fouls it straight back.
But when you talk about the process and the game plan against Bryce Harper, for 2 or 3 weeks it was everything away, soft or hard. Show him a fastball in, and maybe that one swing last night where he lined a single, an RBI single to left on a soft pitch away, is getting Adam Wainwright to throw stuff middle into him, and he hadn't seen a ball in for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. 2-2. Harper pulls it hard and foul right past Trent Jewett. Two in the first, 4 here in the third. Out hitting St. Louis to this point, 9-0. Target away this time. That's close, but he doesn't get the call, and the count's full. Kinetic North America will show you where this one was.
They tried to backdoor the cutter right here. Slider on the outer half. Didn't get the call. He wanted it.
A lot of baseballs on that screen for 1AB. Worth on the move here. Harper takes ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Seeing it big.
Wainwright, second walk of the inning, third of the game. And Ryan Zimmerman will bat again And it's a slow walk to the mound for Mike Matheny, who is calling for his bullpen. Adam Wainwright will go 2 2/3, and the Nats will have 9 hits against him and possibly as many as 9 runs. This call to the bullpen packaged by the UPS Store. We love logistics. Located on the web at MBUSA.com and by Verizon Fios Quantum Speed. Introducing internet twice as fast as anything America has ever seen. So on a warm, beautiful, clear night in our nation's capital, the Nats are batting around here in the 3rd inning. Jordan Zimmerman tomorrow against Kyle Loesch on Fox, and then we get Steven Strasburg here on Sunday. DC 50 will join us and make a note of the 1 o'clock game. We'll celebrate Labor Day with the Chicago Cubs in town. They call Chicago the city that works, so I guess it's only fitting the Cubbies would be here. Nats making lots of noise against St. Louis. Trevor Rosenthal, the hitter. And Zimmerman tomahawks one deep left field. And did he get it? Deepest part of that part of the park, right in front of the 42 Jackie Robinson number. That close to being a 10-0 game on Rosenthal's first pitch. Time that comes up later in the game, and it's brought to you by Miller Lite. Nationals doing a ton of hitting. nearly getting to double figures on a long swing by Ryan Zimmerman. And after 3, they lead by 6. Discover Kia's full lineup of high quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit kia.com. So Gio Gonzalez, right at 6 runs per game run support. He's arrived there in the first 3 innings. Hard to believe. Nationals will see Jake Westbrook on Sunday. St. Louis, a good hitting ball club. First in the league in batting average and in runs. The Nats have shut him down so far here. And now it's on to the middle innings. Gio against John Jay. 39 pitches, 25 strikes, first 3 innings for Gonzalez. The Nats got Adam Wainwright out of the game after 86 pitches. And an outstanding pitcher racking up only 8 outs during that time. Gio goes 3-0 on John Jay for the 2nd straight time. Well, that was unexpected. Gonzalez goes to 3-0 on Jay twice, then starts pumping in strikes. Now the count's full.
Made a nice job to start the game. Coming back from a 3-0 count to get Jay on a comebacker.
Nationals giving up their first base runner here as Jay reaches, leading off the 4th. And a reminder, tomorrow, if you're coming to the ball game, don't show up at 7:05. You might see Tyler Clippard on the mound. Come at 4:05 and see the first pitch. Nationally televised on Fox tomorrow. And we will be back with you here on MASN Sunday afternoon.
I saw that. I was about to set my clock ahead.
Now Gio goes way outside to Carlos Beltran, who bounced to Espinosa first time. Target is inside corner. Beltran pops it up and it'll go out of play. Gio's career record 54-39. It's his 116th start. First time he's ever seen St. Louis. Except for this hitter, Beltran 0 for 4 career against him. Nobody else had ever faced Gonzalez before. That breaking ball just stays up and away. Nats have held Matt Holliday in check in this series, except for an infield hit last night. 3-1.
I mean, if you're Gio Gonzalez right now, you have to tell yourself it's a 1-run game. Yeah, you want to be free and easy and loose because you have a 6-run cushion. But you talk to pitchers all the time. Sometimes it's hard to pitch with a lead like this versus 1-0.
That'll fill the count. And Beltran, smart hitter, veteran guy, taking a pitch, figuring he'll probably see the same one here that he did on 3-1. You just don't want to bring Matt Holliday to the plate after you've given them 2 base runners. 3-2, runner holding, and Beltran stays alive. St. Louis, they know who one of their call-ups will be tomorrow. Lance Berkman will be back off the DL. Roster's able to expand tomorrow. Christina will have more on that later. And another 3-2 pitch. Beltran continues to battle here.
Doing a little pitch count killing right now. Gio Gonzalez played some good old-fashioned country hardball, going right after Beltran like he should with a 6-run lead. Make him put it in play, but you still have to locate the fastball if you throw it again. Going in. And I think if he had a better feel for his curveball right now, he might spin one up there in a 3-2 count. He just hasn't been throwing it for a strike, or not even throwing it that much tonight, to where in a big count he can use it.
(3-2) with the pitching coach watching. And now he's walked 2 men in front of Matt Holliday. So Gio's given the Cardinals an opening here in the 4th inning. Now he's got to execute with 3 tough right-handed hitters coming up, all of them hitting over 300, all of them with at least 17 home runs. That's Molina, the least of the 3, and his 62 RBIs, the least of these 3. Holliday, Craig, and Yadier Molina.
A good trip by Kurt Suzuki right there. You see something behind the plate, you're a veteran catcher, go out there, tell him, hey, 6-run lead. Down in the zone, give me a ground ball, 1 pitch, 2 outs. Here we go.
That's a changeup. And he gets a strike with a running fastball at 94.
And that's a huge pitch and a huge call right there. Mike Muchlinski gives him the benefit of the doubt on a fastball away. He goes to 2-0 right there. He might start gripping it a little bit. So a borderline pitch after a couple of walks. Goes Gio's way, and he'll take it.
Holliday not happy with the call. And he gets a ground ball. Gio looked at third for some reason. Still gets the double play. Was he going to try to turn a triple play? It goes 1-6-3, and that is huge.
And get Kurt Suzuki a little bit of credit right there for going out, settling Gio Gonzalez down. He gets a borderline pitch for strike 1. And I don't think there's any way that Holliday swings at that pitch in a 2-0 count, but in a 1-1 count, he fires away. Fastball in, jams him. Gio looks at third first, but it was hit so hard that he still could get the 1-6-3 double play.
Huge. The Nats turned their 104th of the year. Their first double play of this series. So at third base is John Jay with 2 outs. And it'll be Gio against Alan Craig. He struck him out on a breaking ball in the dirt first time. It
was a long half inning on offense for the Nationals, and sometimes as a pitcher that takes you out of your rhythm. You get a rhythm going, you sit down for about 5-10 minutes, grab the ball, go back out there. You get a rhythm going with your ball club, but obviously you'll take the runs, but sometimes that throws you off a little bit.
Craig will fly one to right. Jason Worth approaching the line. What a great battle back by Gio Gonzalez. And through 4 innings, he has St. Louis shut out 6-0. and Mercedes-Benz of Alexandria. Remember when the first names were on the lineup card in Miami the other day? Jason Ian Adam coming up big with a little help from Gio tonight.
Well, the third inning to me was all about execution. Michael Morris doesn't have a hit to show for this, but it's a good at-bat. Leadoff double by Zimmerman. Fly ball to right. That moves him along. And then Ian Desmond with a 2-strike knock to score Zimmerman. Then Gio Gonzalez in a 2-strike count. Does a nice job of moving 2 guys up. It's a good bunt. So not always about the big hit, about doing the little things. And I thought in the third inning, the Nats did a nice job of execution-style, situational baseball.
And now on 2 pitches, Trevor Rosenthal has 2 fly ball outs. Zimmerman in the third, and now LaRoche here in the fourth. Morris and Desmond to follow.
Now I'm looking at Rosenthal's average fastball velocity card, 97.9 miles an hour. And that might be the highest one I've seen all season.
21st rounder just 3 years ago out of Lee's Summit, Missouri, which is just on the east edge of Kansas City. Lee's Summit West, and he played some JC ball at Cowley County Community College in Kansas. He was the 639th overall player taken in 09.
There's some guy flashing a light in left center field over the WB Mason sign.
I'm just going to bring this up so that if anybody thinks about shenanigans at the ballpark, they won't do it. We were in Philadelphia the other night, and Phillies TV announcer Tom McCarthy took a green laser right in the eye from the left field stands, and his eyes were burning all weekend. The last time I talked to Tom, he was going for medical treatment on Monday, a day off.
Really?
It's just one of the worst things somebody can do at a ballpark, and somebody in Philadelphia got their own announcer with it. You could hurt a player, a coach, an umpire, a fan. One ball and 2 strikes to Michael Morris, who's 0 for 2. Waits for that breaking ball and fouls it back. Third man up this inning, Ian Desmond. What a night. 2 for 2. RBI and a run. And Morris will take that one outside. There's that heater you talked about. And Morris completely handcuffed. Haven't seen too many guys able to do that to him. Easy play for Alan Craig. 2 outs. All right, tomorrow is the 1st of September, so 3 weeks from tomorrow, Dierks Bentley will finally be here on the 22nd after a 105 game against Milwaukee. Tickets start at $10. The concert's free if you have a ticket for the ball game. That's the only way to see the concert. Some restrictions apply, so check it out at nationals.com/concerts. Well, the first 3 have been wildly successful this year. That thing will be a sellout by the time we get close, and as FP mentioned, you never know when something more significant could take place on the field at the end of a game that time of the year.
I wouldn't be opposed to having a Champagne Dierks Bentley concert. Bring it on.
2-0. Ian Desmond with his hits tonight. Now batting .288. And he slams that one straight back. 2-1.
I think that got Mooch right in the face. Not a direct hit, because you could tell where the ball kind of glancing off him, but Yadier Molina going to give him a second, just like umpires give catchers a second. So watch the foul ball. Everybody closing their eyes. Yeah, just got him down the lower part of that mask.
Hitter stepping out, catcher standing up, pitcher walks off the mound to give the umpire a chance to regroup. And I'm sure he appreciates all of that. 2-1 now to Ian Desmond. That's a fastball high in the zone on the outside corner. Things are even up.
98 paint. This guy's got a good arm.
Just his 4th year professional baseball. He just turned 22 at the end of May. Ian likes home cooking here. He'll stay with that one and foul it out of play, and the count's 2-2 still. By the way, not much to update. Fortunately, on the Philadelphia game at Atlanta, it's still 1-0. Braves are batting in the bottom of the 4th, 2 on, 2 out. Ryan Howard's 2nd inning homer, the difference. Roy Halladay and Mike Minor in that one. And Ian Desmond fighting hard here in his 3rd AB of the night. Danny Espinosa had a great at bat last time. It made contact, got a base hit.
That is not where Rosenthal wanted that slider up in the zone. You could see the head shake from him after he threw it, and Desmond fouled it back.
Two pitch again. Desmond high in the air, right field corner, tailing to the seats, and safely out of play. There's some guys having some serious good at bats tonight.
Professor Eck got the charts in his hands, ready to go.
He's feeling like a PhD tonight.
Yeah.
Ian Desmond, the battle ends. So on to the 5th inning. The Nats leading 6-0. Gio back to work. The double play ball. So this one on to the 5th inning. And everything going pretty well for the Nats.
You got a little something going on right there on your shirt. I don't know what you got working right there, but we got a little dinner right there.
It's called Marsala. Some friends of ours from over in Chinatown, from Romines, sent some food to the booth this weekend, and we had a little chicken Marsala here and here.
Yeah, I ate mine. You're wearing yours. Good stuff. It was good stuff.
Hey, what would you rather have, a clean telecast or a nice shirt?
Oh,
come on.
Eat hard. I like it.
I'm going to auction this shirt off and make millions. That ball well hit. And the Cardinals have their first base hit. Molina's going for 2, and he will motor into second base. It takes St. Louis 5 innings to get a base hit. Last night in 9 innings, they had 4 and 1 unearned run. Yadier Molina's having a career year from a batting standpoint.
All right, got a fastball down and in, looking for it in there. Nice swing, short, compact, rifles a double down the line to start off the 5th.
That'll bring in David Freese, who bounced one down the third baseline first time, and Ryan Zimmerman threw him out on the run. And that one's in there. Counts even 1-1. David Freese in this series 0 for 4 with a walk. Oh, and look at Gio with a good breaking ball to the right-handed batter. That is outstanding.
Two-seam fastball down and away, back it up with a curveball down and in, moving the ball around nice.
See if he jams him to keep him from moving that ball to the right side. How about a breaking ball down and in? That's a strikeout. Freese walks away, gets tagged, and for Gio Gonzalez, his 4th K of the night. Had some quality pitching there, keeping St. Louis from moving that runner over at least. Not that they were playing for 1 run there, but you still make an unhittable pitch.
Yeah, back-to-back curveballs to Freese.
Textbook block by Suzuki.
And I think he was betting on what you were saying, the fastball in.
Schumacher, little bouncer in front of the plate first time. I don't know what's gotten into Yadier Molina this year. I was looking at his stats. He has stolen 11 bases in 13 attempts.
Well, if he goes right here down by 6 with a left-hander up, we got some breaking news, because
he took about a 30-foot leadoff there, and Gio stared at him. Not going as far this time. And a bouncer by the mound, but playable for Espinosa with quick hands, and 2 outs. St. Louis gets a runner at third base with Pete Kozma coming up. That is Mark Zepchinski. Drop the R and you got a chance.
Mark Eichart.
Zepchinski. He was one of the guys that St. Louis general manager John Mozeliak picked up at the trading deadline last year. Really helped their bullpen down the stretch. And he's the only left-hander they have. Pete Kozma struck out swinging first time. And Gio with a challenge fastball, busted his bat. Espinosa on the move. Great play up the middle. And the Nats keep St. Louis off the scoreboard again. Good pitching, good defense, plenty of offense tonight. It's all working together. Not so young, and after 4.5, the Nats on top by 6. For the achiever in you, PNC Bank solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. And Yuri Perez, that fleet center fielder, for Syracuse, now has a 17-game hitting streak, and at 3 levels hitting .314, 51 steals. The kind of guy who could help you in a lot of ways. And here's Christina with some September news coming up.
It is September, Bob. That means roster expansions, and Yuri Perez along with Sandy Leon and of course John Lannon, according to JV Johnson, will be joining the Nationals roster tomorrow. And General Manager Mike Rizzo talked today about how they're just recalling a limited amount of players that are going to help win games and not necessarily bring up guys that they just want to take a look at like they have in past seasons. And Davey Johnson said those are the most needed positions right now: backup catcher, a pinch runner, and of course John Lannon replacing Steven Strasburg. And Davey said today there was never any doubt who was going to be the guy that was going to replace Strasburg. He said, you know, he's been working on a lot of things down in AAA. He's got a great attitude, and he's excited about coming up and helping this team win some more.
Yeah, he was a big winner, the International League player or pitcher last week. And FP, always nice when you're only calling up a couple of guys because you have such a good club.
After 130 games, it finally worked. He's ready. Call him up, and they're doing it tomorrow. Thank you. It's about time somebody listened to me.
You know, you're an announcer. You're not a player personnel guy for this ball club, but your point tomorrow will be very well taken.
It finally worked. All right.
Nice. Danny Espinosa 0-2. He's 1-4-2. And he pops this one up to the left side, and it will get out of play.
And Danny Espinosa making some good plays last inning. I think the first play was a sneaky good play. He got an in-between hop, so he had to field it flat-footed. And because of his arm strength right here, he can do that. And Schumacher can run. And this last one right here saved a run. On the run. Good wheels in the batter's box. So a couple of nifty plays right there from Espinosa.
Danny will strike out looking on a side door breaking ball. 2 consecutive strikeouts for Trevor Rosenthal, who's now retired 5 hitters in a row. In relief of Adam Wainwright. Nats able to knock him out with 2 outs in the 3rd. And Kurt Suzuki 1 for 2 with an RBI will be the hitter. But there have been years past when we've walked into the clubhouse on September 1st and you just about needed an updated scorecard. That's when you're building a ball club. You have to call up a whole bunch of guys. Some of them might be AA as well as AAA guys to look at them, find out what you can in a short period of time. Some of them would go off to play Arizona Fall League ball. This year it's a whole different situation for this club.
You're calling guys up to help you in a pennant race, not to look and see what they can do. Times have changed. A couple of close shaves right there for Kurt Suzuki. A pair of 97s under his chin.
And a 2-0. Then after doing that, he goes right on the outside corner with a fastball. Nats are 1 win behind Cincinnati for most in the league. The Reds at Houston tonight, 2-0 in the 3rd. They're 80-52. The Nats 1 game behind them at 79-51.
The only thing that matters is 1 more win than the Braves on October 3rd.
Well, the other dynamic could mean something when you get to the 2nd stage of the playoffs. Home field advantage all the way through. That's, of course, that's what the Phillies had last year, and they never made it out of the 1st round. St. Louis went in there and won that series as the so-called road team. And Kurt Suzuki's on for the 2nd time. First base runner against Rosenthal. Potomac Nationals are accepting deposits on 2013 season tickets. Own a piece of a future Nat by buying the 2012 game-used jerseys on PotomacNationals.com. You can download the PNats app on your mobile device for the latest info. 703-590-2311. They battled right down to the wire for a playoff spot this week. Gio looking to bunt again. That one veers off to the right, foul.
Should be a fun at bat for Gio Gonzalez. He gets to lay down a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Not easy. He just said, did you read his lips? I think he just said, oh my goodness.
That is outside, and the count's even 1-1. Gio trying to get Worth up to the plate again. That ball really handcuffed him off to the right.
There he is, Larry leadoff on base all 3 times tonight. And what a difference from last year. Just looks like he's having fun playing baseball every single night. There were times last year when it did not look like that.
Outside, and suddenly Gio working the count here a little bit. Not offering it anything away, and the count's even 2-2.
I don't think Gio's extremely interested in getting this bunt down right now, and I can't say that I blame him one bit. 99 miles an hour on that last pitch.
That ball will go foul for the second out, and Suzuki will have to return. So Jason Worth will be up for the 4th time, and it's only the 5th inning tonight. Worth has walked, doubled, scored a run, and driven one in.
Might be my favorite walk-up song in baseball all of a sudden.
Yeah, we needed our Zeppelin fix tonight. That one's outside.
It's just the perfect part of that song, and
got kind of a haunting feel to it.
I guess the best way to say it is it fits, and that's what makes a good walk-up song. It fits.
That fastball is upstairs, and the count goes 2-0 on the suddenly very hard to pitch to Jason Worth. Yadier Molina out for a visit. St. Louis pitcher due to lead off in the 6th, so this would be it for Trevor Rosenthal, who's actually done a pretty good job of settling this game down for St. Louis. Left-hander Mark Zepchinski waiting, ready when needed. And if Worth gets on again, Bryce Harper awaits a 2-0 count here, and that'll be to the outer half. And there's just something out of sync about this St. Louis ball club right now. Ball's getting away, giving up 90 feet. It's another wild pitch.
When you go on a 10-day road trip and you play a team that's in first place first, and then you go to Pittsburgh and play a team that's battling for a wild card, has had a great season, then you end up a 10-dayer in the nation's capital against the first place Nats. That is not an easy road trip for any manager or any ball club. And I think you're seeing the wear and tear because of that trip right now, right here.
2 walks in the inning. Jason Worth is on for the 4th time. And even though his pitcher's going to lead off the next inning, Mike Matheny's going to make a switch here, and he'll have to do it a double switch so that Zepchinski can stay in for a while. So Trevor Rosenthal retires 5 hitters in a row, then walks 2 of the next 3. Struck out 3 while he was in there. And the Nats are deeper into the St. Louis bullpen now with a big lead here in the 5th inning. So the Nats getting it done in a lot of different ways here in this first 2 games of the series. They lead 6-0 tonight. St. Louis will call on Mark Zepchinski, and Daniel Descalso on the double switch will play shortstop and bat ninth, so Pete Kozma out of the game. And then Zepchinski, 27-year-old lefty who just had a birthday 2 days ago, will come in. And he had that .397 ERA for St. Louis in 28 games down the stretch last year. Maybe numbers that don't blow you away, but he was one of their best situational guys that helped them get to the postseason.
Yeah, 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, change. Mostly fastball, slider. Fastball run the low 90s, slider in the low to mid 80s.
Harper, first pitch he ever sees from this lefty, and a breaking ball way outside.
Do you think Jason Worth is digging the leadoff role? On base 4 times tonight.
He's on his feet all night. 2 walks, 2 hits tonight. And the 0-1 to Harper from the lefty. Well, Bryce will have to try to stay back and do something with it.
And the truck's telling me that in the 11 games that Jason Worth has led off, .457 on base percentage.
Getting it done.
That's more than getting it done. That's getting on base every other time almost.
Harper tonight 1 for 2 with a walk. Base hit, run scored in the first. And that's way outside, and another pitch gets away. So Suzuki has gone from first to second to third on wild pitches. Jason Worth checks in at second base.
It's a slider that doesn't even start out a strike. An easy take for Bryce Harper. That started in the right-hander's batter's box and broke all the way to Yadier Molina's left shin guard on the slide.
Shaping up as a long night for the St. Louis bullpen. Can Harper do something to increase the lead here? He'll look at that one outside. And Mike Matheny's committed to this pitcher for a while, made the double switch. And if he doesn't get Harper, he's got to deal with Zimmerman. Gio Gonzalez, 71 pitches, 43 strikes in 5 innings. And the Cardinals have gone, well, pretty soon it'll be double that. Harper up the middle with a base hit. Suzuki and Worth will score. The Nationals lead 8-0. And Bryce Harper is on a tear. His RBI total now up to 45.
He just did what he was doing early when he got called up, and that's putting information in the computer and making adjustments throughout the course of an at-bat. Looked bad on the first 2 sliders, never faced this guy before. Saw a couple more after that, picked up the release point, picked up the rotation, saw it early, made the adjustment. On a 3-2 pitch, he gets another slider, this one over the plate, and this time a base hit and 2 RBIs. Great adjustment process by Bryce Harper throughout the course of that at-bat.
In this series now, the Nats have outscored St. Louis 16-1, out-hitting them 23-5. Zimmerman has a double tonight, and he takes that one in there.
And to a lot of people, that looks like a good at-bat. To a baseball person that's seen a lot of games, that's very, very advanced stuff to see what he did right there in the course of one at-bat. It's impressive.
Zimmerman takes one low. Braves just put a 4th spot on the board in their game against Roy Halladay, and they've taken a 3-run lead. Nats by 8 here. Very short lead by Harper. Zimmerman with a right field aimed swing off to the right.
24 runs in the last 3 games. All after that guy had a team meeting where he made everybody crack up.
8-4, 8-1, 8-0. And Davey told his ball club Wednesday, hey, win one so the old man can get some sleep. Zimmerman on 2-2. That one's got a lot of topspin on it. Handled pretty well by David Freese. But with only 1 hit, the Harper RBI single, the Nats pick up 2 more after a pair of walks.
Out Gio Gonzalez tonight. Trust me, they get progressively better. I mean, this one's okay. You got it. Good play, Gio. This one is nice. A little chopper right here. Bare hand. Watch LaRoche on the backside. So that's getting better. This one's good too. Comebacker. Looks to third. I better turn a double play up the middle. So Gio Gonzalez flashing some serious leather tonight. And the old battery mates from Oakland are digging it.
Top of the 6th inning. And the hitter is the shortstop, Daniel Descalso. Appeared in the ball game late last night, as in the 6th inning when Rafael Furcal got hurt. Flew out to center his only at bat. Now he takes this one right up the middle.
Well, if he would have caught that, we would have added that to the highlight reel we just showed.
Only so much one man can do. Hey, how about though 15 outs in 5 innings, including 2 for the double play, 9 on the ground. Something Gio doesn't always do, because at times he's unhittable, gets a lot of strikeouts. So St. Louis has only their 2nd hit. Yadier Molina's double leading off the 5th. He never made it beyond 3rd. And now Descalso here in the 6th. And that will be a base hit to the left side. Descalso motoring over to third base. And that's the first time in this series St. Louis has had 2 hits in 1 inning, much less 2 in a row. They got some big guns coming up here in an 8-0 game.
Nice piece hitting by John Jay right here, but I like what Daniel Descalso did. When you come off the bench in an 8-0 game, you want to show your manager that you want to play. You want to add some energy to the lineup, and I guarantee you by the line drive single that Descalso just got and going 1st to 3rd on a base hit to left, that he is going to be in the lineup tomorrow. That's exactly what Mike Matheny's looking for.
Runner is not tagging at 3rd, and Worth makes the running catch. Descalso was coming about 20 feet down the line because he knew if Worth caught it, he couldn't tag up, and that's a first out for Gio on 1 pitch against Carlos Beltran. So it's Holiday and Craig now. Maybe we'll find out in this inning just how snake-bitten St. Louis is when it comes to trying to score some runs. Then in a situation like last night with Edwin and tonight with Gio, yeah, your ball club's struggling, but you got to tip your cap to the other guy too.
Well, somebody asked me the other day, is this a test for the Nationals? I said, no, it's a test for the Cardinals. The Nationals are in first place.
Well put. Bouncing ball should be 2. Espinosa turns it. And they keep the Cardinals from scoring again. 2 double plays tonight. The Nats are playing some championship baseball right now.
Here comes the big head leaders.
Teddy does not have the late lead. He will neither win nor place nor show. He will show up, but he's out of the money, and so's anybody who bets on him. Bottom of the 6th for the Nats, LaRoche, Morrison, Desmond against left-hander Mark Zepchinski, who gave up the 2-run hit to Harper, grounded out Zimmerman. And everything going the Nats' way in this series so far, decisively. Good pitching, early offense both nights, and then sustaining the offense well into the middle innings.
When you were a kid, Carp, did you ever eat alphabet soup? That looks like a bowl of alphabet soup on his back. Great pitcher, fun name to look at.
Yeah. Too bad Pat Sajak's not here. He needs to buy a vowel.
He was some kind of rock star in St. Louis last year in that run they had, wasn't he?
Well, we told you about the numbers. They weren't that great. But in the LCS, he had an ERA of 1.93. And in the World Series, he didn't give up a run in 4 appearances, covering 2 2/3. So he was a very good situational guy. Came over from Toronto. That was a deal that sent Colby Rasmus to Canada to make room for John Jay. Octavio Dotel was also involved in that deal. And St. Louis knew they had to load up on their bullpen. Former Nat Corey Patterson, Edwin Jackson was part of that deal. Crazy. Sharply hit. Right side, good pick by Alan Craig to take a hit away from Adam LaRoche, who has a base hit, 2 runs scored on that, and a walk. Part of a very busy Nats box score. As we mentioned last night, 8 runs on 13 hits the entire game, 8 runs on 10 hits through 5 1/3 here tonight. And no fewer than 3 guys checking in with at least 2 hits.
Best part about that box is the far right. Run, 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 run.
To do run, run.
Score some runs.
Michael Morse 0 for 3, but a couple of quality at bats, and that ball is lasered right at Carlos Beltran. Remember that fly ball back in the 3rd, moved a runner ahead who scored.
A couple of good at bats tonight, nothing to show. The fly ball you're talking about, and then taking a pitch right down the middle, maybe on the inner half a hair. Hands inside, barrel to the baseball, hit it too hard.
Ian Desmond 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Batting average sitting just under 290. Ian is having a career year in terms of his batting average, the home run total, and the RBIs. And a tapper foul. The count's even 1-1.
How about the Orioles going into the Bronx up 4-0 tonight?
You know, Baltimore's interesting. They're only 3 back in New York. Beating the Yankees has always been one of their traditional bugaboos. Tampa has fallen back a little bit. They're 4.5 back.
Just like I called it, A's, Orioles in the wild card.
They might be division winners.
That's awesome.
A's aren't that far behind Texas. They've won 6 in a row, and they're 4 back of the Rangers. Opening a series against the Red Sox at home tonight. And Texas leads 4-1 at Cleveland, and Manny Acta's ball club just is having a nightmare since the All-Star break. Most wins in the American League, Texas 77, Yankees 75, White Sox in the Central 72.
Yankees got to be feeling it a little bit, right? They lose tonight. Orioles 2 back. It was just a minute ago when they were up by 10.
Yep. On a pitch way upstairs, Desmond strikes out, and that's it for the Nats. In the bottom of the 6th. Washington in control here. So's Gio, 8-0. Who but W.B. Mason? It's all Nats, 8-0. 2 in the first, 4 in the third, 2 in the 5th. We're back with you for the Sunday game when Steven Strasburg takes on the Cardinals. He's 15-6 with a 3.05 ERA. Struggled with his fastball command in Miami on Tuesday night, and a chance to make things right against St. Louis. 1 o'clock Nats Extra, first pitch 135. Masson 2 HD. And as the old song goes, see you in September. I think the next line was see you when the summer's through. A lot of baseball to be played. And Alan Craig will lead off for the Cardinals, top of the 7th. This is Gio Gonzalez, who's thrown just over 12 pitches per inning through 6, giving up only 3 hits. And a breaking ball that gets in on Alan Craig's trademark. And a drive to right, and it'll fall in front of Jason Worth. Ooh, the Phillies. Top of the 6th inning. Just picking up 3. They have 2 men aboard with 2 out. They've tied the Braves at 4. Right after Martin Prado and Freddie Freeman had homered in the bottom of the 5th to put Atlanta on top 4-1. So the Phillies making a big piece of noise. And there's Mitchell Boggs, one of the St. Louis right-handed bullpen guys. Yadier Molina, the hitter, hit the ball well twice. Pinned Harper up against the fence in center in the 2nd, and then off the wall in left in the 5th with a double. Slots, tables, and dining, the ultimate triple play. Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. Guys hitting for the highest average in all of baseball this month, and Yadier Molina, a catcher, over 400. That's outside, 1-1. Gio commanding that breaking ball nicely. 1-2 to a double play guy if you can get a ball on the ground here. Counting the double play last inning, 11 ground ball outs tonight. 2 double plays. Big power hitter waiting in David Freese. And Gio keeping the ball down. Counts 2-2.
And the 3rd time around the order to a team that can hit its kitchen sink. Throw everything in any count. Right now, Gio Gonzalez leaning on the curveball a little bit. And after 83 pitches, why wouldn't you? Mix it up. They've seen everything you've had tonight, and that's the toughest time for a pitcher, that 3rd time through, regardless of the score.
And a 2-2. He got him on a breaking ball. First base occupied, no need for a tag. And for Gio Gonzalez, strikeout number 5. A very modest strikeout total tonight. And that's great news, getting outs every which way.
Yeah, and I don't think Gio Gonzalez is ever really concerned with the strikeouts. They just happen because his stuff is so good. If you ask him, he'd rather pitch to contact, go deep into ball games, and that's exactly what he's doing here tonight.
He's already gone 6 for the 21st time this year. He's gone 7 or more 8 times. And the economics, other than that 4th inning when he walked those 2 guys, have been truly impressive tonight.
That 5-pitch 6th inning is something I've never seen before.
And this is a slow roller that could be 2. Danny Espinosa turns another one. 3 double plays on the night. 13 ground ball outs. Folks, this will be one of the most relaxing 7th inning stretches you take all year. with Gio leading the way pitching, 13 ground ball outs, timely hitting from not only Desmond and Worth, but lots of guys in this lineup.
And I think Bryce Harper is benefiting the fact that Jason Worth is getting on base. You get a guy on in front of you, they pitch you a little bit differently. So the top of the order, the last 2 or 3 games has been unbelievable. Tonight, those two on base 7 times combined. And Jason Worth locked in and Bryce Harper locked in as well. So when you got the table setters getting on, it makes life easy for everybody. These guys score runs. You're up early. We said the record 56 and 16 when they score first. Maybe 57 and 16. But regardless, score first, let your staff go to work.
Tony Cruz will give Yadier Molina the rest of the night off.
Just a recipe for success.
And right-hander Mitchell Boggs. 62 ball games, really good ERA. One of the solid guys out of their bullpen. 60 innings, 48 strikeouts, but the league only hitting .208 against him. Meanwhile, the beat goes on for the Nats pitching staff. Edwin Jackson, 8 innings last night. Gio, 7 so far tonight. They must think, the guys out in the bullpen, they must think they're in a country club this weekend. It's only 24 pitches in the last 3 innings for Gio. How about that?
Well, what I was saying going to break is I've never seen a guy have a 5-pitch inning and give up 2 hits. And that's what Gio Gonzalez did in the 6th.
Yeah. Danny Espinosa 1 for 3. Cruz, by the way, is batting 8th for St. Louis. The pitcher is in the number 5 spot where Molina was. Espinosa collecting his 47th RBI here tonight. And a 1-1 pitch is skied to left, and that'll make the seats. Take the Nats with you wherever you go this season. When you're out of the DC area, the DC TV market, we call it MLB.TV. Every game live online on your favorite connected device in HD quality. Nationals.com for more details and to order. Special pricing, new low pricing, available late in the season now. Danny Espinosa nearly hit by that pitch. There's a seesaw going on in Atlanta. Braves just got a run, bottom of the 6th. They lead the Phillies 5-4. Dan Uggla has hit his 17th. Ian Desmond has more home runs than Dan Uggla.
Ian Desmond's having a better year.
Danny Espinosa has 14 home runs. In fact, Bryce Harper's 2 home runs behind Dan Uggla.
He's streaky, though. He can get hot in a month and carry a ball club. I've seen him happen before.
He did it last year with that long hitting streak. And a 2-2. Espinosa just drives it out the other way. Other ball games of interest. Houston's come back to tie Cincinnati 2-2. Espinosa strikes out, pitch diving down and in. So Suzuki will be next, and we check in for more with Christina.
Bob, some interesting news from Davey Johnson today concerning Henry Rodriguez. He had surgery on his elbow to remove a bone chip, and he can't pick up a baseball for about 3 months. General Manager Mike Rizzo said it was about 2 weeks before Henry went on the DL with his back issues that they first heard of the elbow issue, and they're not really sure how long it affected his pitching and how long he was pitching through pain. But Davey said, you know, it puts the season in a little bit of a different context if he was pitching through a lot of pain. They're looking for him to return possibly at the beginning of spring training. But he said Henry's strong. He doesn't complain a lot. And it was actually surprising news to most hearing that news today.
Yeah, Henry, a very quiet sort. 9 saves in the first part of the season. At times, when he threw strikes, really helped the bullpen and the early absence of Drew Storen before Tyler Clippard just took a hold of that closer's role and strangled it for himself. And now Drew Storen's back. The bullpen is pretty much back in order. And right now, if this keeps up, they're going to be very well rested early on this long homestand.
A little different looks down there tonight. You get a shot of the bullpen the 7th. Starting to see some game faces down there, even though Gio's cruising.
And a little pop-up will be caught by Schumacher. 2 outs here in the 7th. And here comes Gio. With nice applause in the background for the starting pitcher. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
With 7 innings of 4 hits shutout ball against the Cardinals, you would think that would be a standing ovation right there for Gio Gonzalez when he gets in the box.
Evidently, a lot of people are used to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes. Gio with the bat tonight, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. He moves some guys forward so that Jason Worth could drive in another run back in that 3rd inning. Outfield way around to the right. He'll pull it to the shortstop, Daniel Descalso, and this game's into the 8th inning.
Back-to-back nights, both pitchers with 4 at-bats. That's a great thing.
And maybe 8 innings pitched. That you are in our ballpark tonight and watching a really good one. Hope none of those guys are from Missouri. But the Nats lead it 8-0 into the 8th, and every time the Nats get a strikeout this year, 5 of them by Gio tonight, it's $37 more to the Children's Inn and the National Institutes of Health from our Washington area Toyota dealers wanting to help children and their families receiving great treatment at NIH.
It hasn't really been about the strikeout tonight for Gio Gonzalez, but he's made some good pitches when he's had to. I think mostly with the curveball the 2nd or 3rd time around, but the fastball's been good. The curveball has been just good enough when he needs it. So another good outing up to this point from Gio Gonzalez as he starts the 8th.
Skip Schumacher, the catcher, Tony Cruz, and the shortstop, Daniel Descalso for St. Louis. And a breaking ball driven to left, but there's a guy there. His name is Michael Morse. How about that advanced scouting and execution for the first out in the 8th? Let's go inside the numbers with SunTrust. Look at this. Last 3 games, 1 run. That was an unearned run because of an error last night. An entire game full of strikeouts. And this is a ball club that is hitting over 270 and leads the National League in runs. So that's coming into tonight. Wow. And they were on a pretty good high going into Pittsburgh this time last week. They had won, actually, they went into Cincinnati this time last week, won 2 out of 3. Won the first game at Pittsburgh, then lost the next 2. And they're not having a real good time here. This is Tony Cruz, 26-year-old catcher from Palm Beach. 26th rounder back in 07. 801 players were taken before him, and here he is in the big leagues. Dodgers drafted him in 05. Did not sign. Went to Palm Beach Community College for 2 years. And their closer needs some work. That's Jason Mott, who has 31 saves, and he's up because the 8th inning will probably be the last time the Nats bat. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and that's 6 strikeouts for Gio Gonzalez. And just Kinetic North America FP with his pitch track.
Just kind of how he probably thought this up last night. You know, first couple times through the lineup, primarily fastballs, mix in a curve here or there, but now, 3rd time through, 91 pitches, really leaning on that hammer, and it's working nice.
Daniel Descalso lined to base hit up the middle in the 6th. They had back-to-back hits. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Beltran flew out. Good running catch by Worth. And then the 5-4-3 double play ball. The Nats have turned 3 double plays tonight. Fastball upstairs.
93rd pitch of the game from Gonzalez at 96 miles an hour. 94th pitch of the game from Gonzalez, 96 miles an hour. Lots left in the tank.
All right, if he strikes him out here, you've got it the rest of the way until the commercial.
All right.
I'll give you one more pitch.
No, you take it.
2-2 with the bases empty.
See, that would have been good because it would have been the 96th pitch of the game at 96, but he threw it 95.
Yeah, it was close.
He's getting tired.
So this is the pitcher's equivalent of shooting your age? When your fastball's the same as your pitch count in the 8th inning nearly?
He's just getting stronger as the game goes.
It's great stuff.
It's impressive.
Fastball misses up and away, and the count goes full. Descalso is one of these guys. He's not a big guy. 5'10", 190. He will battle you. 265 St. Louis 2 years ago. 264 last year. Had a couple of base hits in the World Series. He can play defense anywhere. And he's out of UC Davis.
And when you're scuffling as a ball club, Carp, and you're having trouble scoring runs, a guy comes off the bench swinging it, adds some energy. Usually he's in the lineup the next day. I would be shocked if he's not in there tomorrow.
Yeah, came off and had that base hit. You remarked about his aggressive base running 1st to 3rd when they were down by 6. Actually, they were down by 8. The Nats had just scored 2 in the 5th to make it from 6 to 8-0. And a 3-2 again. Good battle here. And Gio's going to win it. That's a strikeout. Number 7. And each Nats starter has pitched 8 brilliant innings. So that was a 15-pitch frame. And this one's into the bottom of the 8th. You are watching domination.
Promised earlier in the game. It's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. Let's go all the way back to the first inning. Adam LaRoche up, 2 strikes. If they get on the board first, it's a good sign because they're 57 and 16. Everybody at home say it with me. 57 and 16 when they score first.
That's 41 over.
And looking to go 58 and 16 if they can hold on here tonight. So first inning, a couple of runs. Not a big deal. Yes, it is a very big deal to get that early lead.
There's the St. Louis closer, 30-year-old Jason Mott. Just 9 saves for them last year. This year he has 31. Well, Dierks Bentley may be coming here in 3 weeks, but Led Zeppelin's here every night.
You were not going air guitar with me right there when Worth was walking up. Come on, I need you.
You're weirding me out just a little bit.
Come on.
Jason Worth has been on base 4 times tonight. He's walked twice, scored twice, doubled, singled, driven in a run. And his on-base percentage is just rocketing right past the 400 mark as we speak. He'll lean back from a high tight fastball, and the count's 2-0. And a 2-0 to Jason from Jason. And the count's 2-1. And Bryce Harper's had another good night, on base 3 times, 2 hits, couple of RBIs. Worth reaching to foul that one away. Nothing changing in the Philadelphia and Atlanta game. Right now the Phillies are batting, a runner aboard, 2 outs, top of the 7th, trailing the Braves 5-4. Nats taking care of their business and hoping the Phillies can give them some help. The Nats upstairs 3-2.
The one thing you'll see late in the season is if you can get ahead of teams that aren't in it, there's not a lot of fight left in that ball club. Now, if you play a team below 500 and they jump out to a lead, they can look like world beaters. But you, as the team that's in a pennant race, if you score first, you'll see a lot of teams that aren't in a race fold.
Worth with a high chopper, and that's got to be a base hit.
On base all 5 times tonight. Larry leadoff doing it again. Have a night.
Yeah, I don't think anybody throws him out, even if they field that one cleanly.
Not to base it all the way. Chopper off the plate. I mean, you're getting hits in all varieties. Scorching stuff off the wall, getting walks, hitting home runs, and you're taking choppers off the plate. Jason Worth might need a day off after being on base 5 times in this ballgame.
So his batting average is up around .315 now. His on-base percentage is beyond .400. And here's Bryce Harper, who's been on 3 times tonight. And Bryce now has 13 RBIs in his last 13 games. Fastball is up and away. All right, let me ask you about this one. You got a closer on the mound, just getting some work down by 8. Might he be more inclined to throw pitches to keep himself sharp as opposed to maybe breaking ball to get a guy like this out? I mean, he's got a good fastball, but does he approach this like a usual outing, or is there something different about it?
Well, he should. It's a big league game. Numbers are going on the back of your bubblegum card. So, yeah, every time you go out there, you got to get the job done and pitch how you pitch. The only difference is closers in non-save situations don't have that same adrenaline rush. But, hey, you're facing Jason Worth, Bryce Harper, Ryan Zimmerman. I think that'll get anybody's blood going.
Mark Wegner at third, rules no swing, and the count goes to 2-1. With that base hit, the Nats have 11 tonight. They had 13 last night. Ryan Zimmerman has one of them. And Harper down the left field line. That'll reach the seats. The count evens 2-2. So Bryce, going back to Wednesday night, was hitting .248 when the Nats took the field in Miami. He's at .255 3 games later. And that's way inside. The count goes full.
And there's been a lot of names thrown around for Rookie of the Year race, and justifiably so, but I still think when it's all said and done, that guy right there is going to have something to say about it.
Well, people tend to remember what you do in the last month, don't they? Especially if you're on a winning team.
It's a great point. Big September, he wins, I think. But Frazier's on a winning team. He's done a great job. I just think he's going to have a lot to say in the month of September about a lot of different things, especially the Rookie of the Year. Foul ball, where to get him?
Look how that back foot is just totally off the ground, and then it slams right into his front shin.
It's because there's so much torque and leverage in that swing. His back foot actually comes up. So much weight shift and transfer.
Target is outside half, 3-2, and this again on a play. Every time the Nats hit a home run, and tonight they haven't been able to do that, but they've done plenty of it lately. It's $200 more to the Children's National Medical Center, thanks to our Washington area Lexus dealers. The Nats have hit 140 home runs this year. That puts them 4th in the National League. Harper late on that swing, and he strikes out. Quite a battle. First out here in the 8th. And Zimmerman coming up with LaRoche next.
Scoreboard has 99. I don't know what pitch track had it at, but that was some heat. That's beyond a challenge fastball. Going right after Bryce Harper. Some good old-fashioned country hardball. Here it is. Hit it. Double nines. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
A little stare down back and forth real quick.
Yeah.
Eye contact. Hey, I like that.
And I saw Mott looking into the Nats dugout long after Harper had gone back in there. So that was on the inside corner to Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 4 with a double. And then within about 3 or 4 feet of a grand slam at the tail end of that 4-run 3rd inning.
Well, I'll just say this. I always talk about guys throwing 2-0 curveballs and 3-0 curveballs and not challenging guys. That's refreshing to see. A guy go out there and say, here's my best bolt against your best bolt. Let's get it on. That was a good at-bat. That was fun to watch. And as a major league hitter, you don't have too many of those where guys just say, okay, I'm coming right after you with number one. If you can hit it, I'll tip my cap. If you don't hit it, you tip your cap. It's good stuff.
The 31st save came Monday at Pittsburgh. He actually got one out in the 8th inning. And that was the 4th time this year he's gone 4 or more outs for a save. That's outside to Zimmerman, and the count's 2-2. And Zimmerman gets a piece of that one. No activity in the Nationals bullpen, indicating that Gio will take the mound for the 9th, having thrown 100 pitches. And what was it, just 2 starts ago? At Houston, actually 4 starts ago, when he went 9 on 117 pitches.
Great shot right there, thinking about the finish line.
Every pitcher's dream to be on the mound in the 9th inning, right?
Yeah.
Every starting pitcher's dream, well, relievers too, for that matter.
I mean, I feel like, you know, shutouts don't come around very often. Complete games in today's game of baseball, the way it's shaped up, don't come around very often. So, yeah, standing on that mound for the last 3 outs when you're the starting pitcher is a huge honor. Absolutely.
Nats have 2 complete games this year. Of course, Edwin Jackson against Cincinnati in April, Gio at Houston. They've spun 7 shutouts, but no starter has done that. They've all been combined. Ross Detweiler Wednesday night, Edwin Jackson Thursday night, Gio Gonzalez tonight. Zimmerman hammers this ball to right, heading for the bullpen. It is 10-0.
How good is this team playing right now? When that guy's going out the other way, look out.
Ryan Zimmerman, 17th of the year, RBI total up to 69.
And I think he got a slider at 91 that didn't do anything. It was up in the zone. He let it travel and get deep. Great leverage in the swing, going the other way. Shooting a souvenir to his buddies down there in the bullpen who've had a quiet night. It's the most action they've seen all night long.
So now the Nats knock out Jason Mott, who came out to get some work, and the Nats worked him over. Zimmerman now 12 homers July and August. Masson, brought to you by Dodge. Go to Dodge.com or visit your local Dodge dealer this weekend. It is a torrential downpour of runs and hits here in D.C. this weekend.
You can see the slider from Mott that didn't slide up in the zone, throwing 99 to 100. Threw a 91-mile-an-hour slider. Zimmerman caught it out front. Professor X saying, hey, way to go. Give me some. Don't leave me hanging. Had a bet.
Still only one out. Here's LaRoche. And Adam will pop it up on the first pitch. Handled by Alan Craig, and Michael Morse will be next. Place a deposit on a full season ticket plan for next year. You'll get 2012 postseason ticket priority if and when the Nats are playing in October. Check it out, nationals.com/2013. Some restrictions apply, and you can always call the Nats ticket number at 202-675-NATS. 6287 for those of you who have a hard time with the phone dial.
Yeah, I don't think there's letters on my cell phone, is there? I don't know. Everybody's on speed dial.
Let's see here. Dial. Yeah, there's letters on there. Yeah, still.
Oh, yeah. Once again, I'm right on top of it. I mean, you talk about perfect games. If this team swings the bat like they're swinging, I mean, this is the recipe, right? Great defense tonight. Gio Gonzalez with a 4-hitter working. 12 hits, 10 runs against a really good ball club.
Yeah. Serious jamage right there. And a one-hopper out to Descalso. Keep in mind, last weekend when the Nats weren't hitting, Morse and Desmond missed just about the entire Philadelphia series. They're all back now. They'll be on their feet when Gio is approaching them rather than walking away from them out to the mound. A nice ovation. The ballpark got electrified when he came out of the out of the dugout for the 9th inning, seeking his second complete game of the year. By the way, Gio has never thrown a shutout in his career. 2 complete games for St. Louis, top of the order, top of the 9th, and Steve Lombardozzi gives Ryan Zimmerman the rest of the night off. That's a fastball that just misses away to John Jay, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Desmond, good effort off the backhand side, off his glove for a base hit. St. Louis 5th hit of the night. A ball hard hit. Well, you don't see Jim Lett hanging at the bullpen phone. Carlos Beltran will be next, and he's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Somebody's hanging around the phone now.
No, nobody's near the phone.
Yeah, it's a little further down than that. That's a fastball tailing to the corner for a strike. Gio's already set a Nationals record with wins. About to add another onto it. Levon won 15 back in 05. Gio surpassing that. And a chance to tie Johnny Cueto at 17 for the major league lead. Let's go Gio is the chant. Great breaking ball, 80 miles an hour, strike two.
It's a perfect example of what I'm talking about when the Nationals are on the road. Dog days of August, you're dragging as a ball club. You come home in your white uniforms and you have the fans chanting your name, trying to will you to a complete game. That's good stuff.
29,499 here tonight. And a breaking ball for strikeout number 8. Matt Holliday next. 3 ground balls, 2 of them for double plays tonight.
I mean, I hope fans know how important that is, Cart. I mean, you hear the players talk about it all the time in the clubhouse, on the bus, on the plane. Did you hear it last night? That place was rocking. And, you know, we get down the stretch and you're talking about how big these games are. Stuff like what's going on right now, and you're tired, you're dragging, you're at 108 pitches, you're trying to get a complete game. The fans behind you, as a player, you eat that up, and it gets you to the finish line. Trust me.
And if you have any friends at the game tonight, text them and say, as soon as the second out is made, stand up and do not sit down again.
Well, I don't think you'll have to.
1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody getting to that breaking ball right now. And then Gio trying to bust Holliday inside, misses. 2-1. When this one's over, WB Mason presents Nats Extra postgame. Johnny and Ray, plenty to talk about tonight. Target inside again. Holliday off to the right, counts even 2-2. And they try to go back door with a breaking ball, 3-2. Fastball is up. Holliday walks, 2 on, 1 out. That's only the 3rd time tonight they've had 2 base runners in any inning. And for Gio, his 3rd walk, first one since the 4th inning when he walked 2 in a row. Alan Craig, the hitter.
Jimmy Lett's been a lonely man tonight, but he's finally getting a phone call.
Bullpen springs to life, and I think I just saw Ryan Matthews jump up. Alan Craig, a base hit to right field last time. He's 1 for 3. That's a beauty on the outside corner.
He's on fumes right now. I think he saw those 96s in the 8th because he might have thought, I'm not going the 9th. But here he is.
And a ball lifted to left. Michael Morse is there for the 2nd out. Shane Robinson will hit for the pitcher here. And they're all standing now. Nats trying to win their 80th game of the year. That's how many they won all of last year. So this ball club is a month ahead of schedule on the one-loss record. That breaking ball a little bit low, 2-0. And that's low. 3 balls and no strikes. Right-handed hitter David Freese on deck. Gio's pitch count is 117. The exact same number he threw in that complete game at Houston. And he pops him up. It'll be career shutout #1 for Gio Gonzalez. And the Nats have blasted their way to the first 2 wins of this series.
And his 17 wins is the most in this franchise since a guy named Pedro Martinez back in 1997. He went on to win the Cy Young. What a game from Gio Gonzalez.
Nationals win it going away, to say the least. A score of 10-0, out-hitting St. Louis 12-5. 18-1 in runs in the first 2 games of this series. It's enough for a bunch of high fives.